The Zany Adventures of Robin Hood is a parody film of the story of Robin Hood. Plot: in not-so-merry old England during the 13th century, the neurotic Prince John sits on the throne, supported by his evil henchman, Sir Guy of Gisborne, and constantly ridiculed by his mother, Eleanor of Aquitaine. While celebrating his birthday, the prince becomes unhappy when he discovers his older brother, Richard, is not dead as everyone thought, but rather being held for ransom in Austria. As Richard is the rightful king of England, this creates a problem for Prince John. However, Gisborne openly suggests that they tax the Saxon peasants to raise the ransom, while secretly confiding in the prince that the king will most likely die of pneumonia before the year is out and that they will keep the money. The birthday revels are interrupted by Robin Hood, disguised in drag and reciting an offensive poem. Not seeing through the disguise, Gisborne demands she take them to Robin Hood's hideout in Sherwood Forest. At night, Eleanor convinces Maid Marian to play up to Gisborne's advances and use him to help Robin Hood. When Prince John and Guy travel to Sherwood, they are ambushed by Robin Hood's merry men. They are stripped of their garments, the possessions and money stolen, then driven out of the forest. Will Scarlet frequently tries to make a song out of these events, but thankfully Robin stops him every time. Eleanor and Marian sneak into the bandits' camp at night, disguised as two nuns, and hoping to enlist Robin's help in freeing King Richard. They are caught by Robin, who recognizes them immediately, and the trio eat together and discuss plans. Robin and Marian realize they love each other. Robin and his band begin traveling across the country to raise the ransom money, but nothing goes right. They try robbing a bank only to find that they have won a prize as the 100th customer and get distracted. When they finally rob the bank, they find it only has 3 coins and a pfennig. Times are hard for everyone, it seems. Eventually, Robin has to report back to Eleanor that England is broke. She advises him to get the money from Isaac of York, a Jewish moneylender. In York, Robin stands out like a sore thumb amongst all the Orthodox Jews. Isaac agrees to lend Robin the ransom money provided that in return the king gives the Jews their own country. Isaac suggests Palestine, although Miami would be his second choice. They settle on naming the new country after Isaac's father, Israel. Robin sneaks into the prince's castle to tell Eleanor, who now insists he must raise an army. Robin then tries to seduce Marian, promising her they'll be wed once King Richard returns, but with little success. Starring George Segal as Robin Hood, Morgan Fairchild as Lady Marian, Roddy McDowall as Prince John, Janet Sussman as Eleanor of Aquitaine, Tom Baker as Sir Guy of Gisborne, Neil Hallett as the Sheriff of Nottingham, Robert Hardy as King Richard, Roy Kinnear as Friar Tuck, Robin Nedwell as Will Scarlet, Michelle Newell as Rebecca, Pat Roach as Little John. Guest starring Kenneth Griffith as Isaac of York, Melvin Hayes as Father Luther, Michael Hordern as Rupert. Other cast: Aubrey Morris as Archbishop, Bruce Purchase as Moisha, Roger Ashton Griffiths as First Coachman, Paul Brooks as Second Coachman, Angus Lenny as Scott Kelly, Tony Steedman as Bank President, Fenella Fielding as Molly, John Lewis Mancy as Reuben, Kelly Summers as Miss Jones, Melanie Hughes as Miss Sanders, Colin Higgins as Irving, Peter Braham as Yehudi, Mark Boyle as Bernie, Andrew Lodge as Lord Exeter, Angela Grant as Lady Exeter, Sue Elliott as Alice, Chris Webb as First Merryman, Del Baker as Second Merryman, Terence Plummer as Third Merryman, Steve Dent as Fourth Merryman, Peter Brace as Captain of Guards, Fred Haggerty as First Guard, Fred Powell as Second Guard, Denny Powell as Third Guard, George Lane Cooper as Fourth Guard, Derek Lyons as Fifth Guard, William Morgan Shepherd as Saxon Thief, Freddie Jones Marianne Stone. Locations: the production visited Kent, where they used the Barons' Hall at Penshurst Place to double as King John's Hall, and the Cathedral and Allington Castle exterior doubles as King John's Castle and the Hall as the Bank of Normandy.